Good morning, Saints. Just want to share something with y'all. I was thinking about Abraham and Isaac whenever they went to Mount Moriah, and God told Abraham to take his only son, his son that he loved, and sacrifice him whenever he knew that the promises that he had given him was to be fulfilled through Isaac. And we look at this story in Genesis 22 and we think about the obedience that Abraham had. I want to share it with you in a different light. If we look at it at Isaac's role in this, the level of obedience that Isaac had, and he's not a young kid. I mean, he's a big enough grown young man to carry enough wood up a mountain to be able to burn a sacrifice, to consume an animal with fire. And that takes a lot of wood. So he's I don't know, some scholars say, Josephus says that he was 25 years old, but he's anywhere from 18 to 37 years old. And you got to look at Abraham. I mean, Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born, so he was an old man. Isaac could have very well overpowered Abraham and not submitted to what God had told him to do. And I believe it's 1 Samuel 15. It says in the word that God delights more in obedience to his voice than sacrifice. And so as Isaac goes there with Abraham and he asks his father, look, the wood, the fire, where's the sacrifice? And through Abraham's faith and his obedience, he says, God's going to provide for us. And Isaac trusted his father, and as he watched his father through his years growing up and the faith that he had enough faith and obedience to allow his own dad bind him and lay him on the altar and prepare to lay his life down for the glory of God and for the promises that God had placed in their lives. And I just challenge you to read that story sometime and look at it at Isaac's place in there, in the level of obedience and submission that he had to the Father. Y'all be blessed. Have a good day.